This morning, Henry Kissinger is being remembered as a towering figure in American diplomacy.
I think we made further progress.
Brilliant and controversial, the former Secretary of State reshaped U.S. foreign policy under Presidents Nixon and Ford. With Nixon, he helped ease tensions with the Soviet Union and conducted secret negotiations with China, spearheading Nixon's historic trip to China in 1972. He also negotiated an end to the Vietnam War, but declared success prematurely, just days before the 1972 election.
We believe that peace is at hand.
Those negotiations won him the Nobel Peace Prize. But Kissinger had legions of critics, some calling him a war criminal for bombing Cambodia and prolonging the Vietnam War. Born in Germany in 1923, Kissinger's Jewish family fled the Nazis in 1938. He attended public schools in New York City, returned to Germany with the U.S. Army in World War II, and later earned a Ph.D. at Harvard, where he became a professor. Attracting the attention of President Nixon, Kissinger first became his national security advisor, then Secretary of State, the only person to ever hold both jobs at the same time.
There is no country in the world where it is conceivable that a man of my origins could be standing here next to the President of the United States.
Kissinger's influence and charm made him an unlikely celebrity. He met the love of his life, marrying his wife Nancy, a top aide to then Vice President Nelson Rockefeller. After leaving government, Kissinger traveled the world, advising heads of state and counseling U.S. presidents of both parties. He celebrated his 100th birthday in May before returning to China, the scene of his greatest diplomatic triumph, where he received a red carpet welcome from President Xi Jinping.
And Andrea, I mean, even up to his final days, Kissinger remained relevant and active on the global stage.
Incredibly. Surely his greatest achievement was the opening to China, which transformed the global landscape so that the U.S. and China, not Russia, are now the world's two great economic and technological superpowers. The fact that he took that long trip to China in July at the age of 100 is truly remarkable. And in his meeting with President Xi, certainly helped lay the groundwork for President Biden's recent summit, which restored communications between the U.S. and China that had been in a dangerous freeze for the better part of a year. Kissinger was always pushing forward. In his final days, he was writing and speaking about artificial intelligence, which is remarkable. Savannah.
Andrea, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.